So I'm very interested, Imam, how you see the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad speaking to voting in a 21st century American democracy, just from your perspective.
To answer the question, the Quran was revealed in 7th century Arabia, and Muhammad, peace be upon him, established Islam on the basis of divine justice as revealed to him. Muhammad, who happened to be God's prophet and messenger, was the political leader of the Islamic State he established in Medina, today Saudi Arabia. Although elections were used in ancient Athens, the origins of elections and casting votes in the contemporary world began after the French Revolution in late 16th century. French legislative elections were held in 1791 for the first time ever. In 7th century Arabia, the system of elections was based on what we call bay'ah or allegiance. And the system of bay'ah or allegiance that was in vogue was an expression of the collective vote or people's acceptance to the election of the caliph. Therefore, the democratic ideal of a government by the people is in essence compatible with the notion of an Islamic democracy. In absence of the Prophet, Al-Farabi, who died in 950, an early Islamic philosopher and political scientist, in one of his most notable works, Al-Madina Al-Fadila, the Virtuous City, considered democracy to be closest to the ideal state as practiced during the times of the rightly guided caliphs, Al-Khulafa al-Rashidun, those who succeeded Muhammad after his death. In modern times, however, the Islamic philosopher Allama Muhammad Iqbal, died in 1938, also viewed the early Islamic caliphate as being compatible with democracy. He welcomed the formation of popular elected legislative assemblies in the Muslim world as a return to the original purity of Islam. He argued that Islam had the germs of an economic and democratic organization of society. We understand from these two great scholars of Islam that the spirit of democracy is indeed embedded in the pure form of Islam that was established by Muhammad and practiced by the rightly guided caliphs. However, there are ample verses in the Quran that talks about the importance of becoming civically engaged. For example, this one verse from chapter 5 says, and cooperate with each other in matters of goodness and righteousness, and do not cooperate with one another in sin and hostility. Couple of verses regarding standing up for justice. O you who believe, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to God, even if it is against yourselves, your parents, or close relatives. One verse that is really important regarding the ummah, what we call, or the community of believers, God revealed in the 3rd chapter, you are the best community, ummah, brought forth for the good of mankind. You ordain good and forbid evil. So participating in elections and casting your vote is one way to civically engage.